A girl is expecting to be led to an altar for her marriage to an Aztec man. This girl was the princess.
She was actually led to a sacrificing table where they brutally cut out her heart. After they removed her heart, the preacher wore her skin in a ceremony.
The king then noticed the glistening skin worn by the preacher was the skin of his daughter. The king then called his men and forced the Aztecs into the water and out of their territory.
Once they were forced out, they ended up on a swampy area located in Lake Texcoco.
They named their new home Tenochtitlan after their leader Tenoch. They knew this was the right place to settle because Tenoch saw an eagle perched with a snake in its mouth in the water, and they took that as a sign from the gods.
They got their inspiration for the building of Tenochtitlan from a city nearby by the name of Teotihuacan. They believed that the Teotihuacan was the birthplace of the sun.
The Aztecs are known for their great architectural achievements. The swampland could not support the heavy stone they were using, so they used pilings made from wood and driven into the ground, then topped with volcanic stone to act as a cement.
They also built causeways to act as roads to transport their heavy materials.
The Aztecs now needed a way to get clean water without having to travel long distances.
So they built aqueducts that transported water throughout the city for drinking, bathing, and watering plants.
The aqueducts were built with two sides so they could be cleaning one at all times.
After more astonishing breakthroughs in the building of this city, one day the Aztecs were taken over by the Spaniards.
When the Spaniards were approaching, the Aztecs thought that their boats were floating mountains.
The Aztecs did not recognize the tools and supplies they had brought with them and were overwhelmed. Many people cooperated with the Spaniards, but most were executed for their resistance.
At the time, the current leader of the Aztecs was Moctezuma, which made him a major target for the Spaniards. He was kidnapped and held for months.
One day, the Spaniards interrupted a sacred sacrifice and the city erupted in chaos. Moctezuma was forced to stand before the people of Tenochtitlan and tried to calm them down, but the Aztecs only thought of him now as the Spaniards' puppet and started to throw things at him during his speech. He died hours later.
The Spaniards tried to escape late at night on one of the main causeways, but the Aztecs caught them and a fight broke out. The Spaniards then took full control and cut off the water and food supply to the Aztecs, and that is what killed off the remaining Aztecs.
Tenochtitlan is now known as Mexico City.